Hi, I'm Odette from Arizona, and I'm the prettiest girl in my family. But I have a serious problem. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. I have a twin sister named Kara. She came out a minute before me, but when I was born, I stole the show. Now that's a cute baby.
The cutest baby I've ever seen.
Growing up, I was used to people saying I was the most adorable kid ever. But on our third birthday, as Kara and I blew out the candles, I laughed excitedly, and suddenly, everyone stopped to stare at me, and not in a good way. Mom quickly started cutting up cake slices and giving them to the guests. But later that night, my parents came to my room and asked me to laugh. I just stared at them blankly till Kara tickled my toes and I laughed out loud.
Oh my god, what's wrong with her? She sounds like a dying dolphin.
My parents even took me to the doctor, who said nothing was wrong, and it was just the way I laughed. But after that day, Mom told me not to laugh out loud in public. Anytime I found something funny, I caught her glaring at me and I tried to giggle silently. And Kara made fun of me the most because she never liked me. In the first grade, we started taking dance classes, but I always got showered with more compliments than her. Once Kara and I were performing a dance routine with another girl, Kara tripped us both and continued dancing alone. My parents and teachers were so mad at her after the show, but she just said, "The only reason no one's noticed me yet is that I'm much better as a solo artist." I knew Kara would try to take me out of anything we did together, so I looked for my own hobbies and took up painting. But in the 8th grade, my parents said we were moving to LA because Kara wanted to try out for commercials and even movie roles in Hollywood. I have such star power. It's about time I gave the world a chance to enjoy me. You want to be an actress? You can't even pretend to eat your vegetables at dinner. At least I can laugh on command without sounding like a dying animal. So we went to LA, but things didn't turn out the way she planned. I was the one to be spotted by scouts.
What a pretty girl. I'd love to put her in a commercial.
It was Kara's dream, but Mom was more than willing to let me have a go. Tell Odette she can't be in a commercial. There's no need for her to embarrass herself.
Odette is the one people want, and I will not keep her talents from the world.
Mom, what if Kara's right and I can't handle it?
No way to know that till you try out. Come on now, we have an audition to get you to.
The casting directors at the audition loved me. When I got home, I went to my room to paint, but I couldn't find any of my art supplies. I looked everywhere until I found my paints all poured out into the sink. And next to it was a trash can with broken paintbrushes and my ripped up artwork. I ran to Kara's room. How could you do that to me? I never did anything to you. You went along with Mom knowing how much I wanted this. It's not my fault that people like me more. And you know what? I will take all those parts I'm being offered. The more calls I got, the more Kara wanted to embarrass me by making me laugh in school. Did you see that video I sent you? Let's watch it in front of everyone. It's so funny. Why don't you go sit with someone who actually wants to talk to you? Oh, that's right. No one does. When we were in 10th grade, my parents told us that Dad had gotten a job in London and we were moving. And Kara went ballistic. You want me to go to a brand new school in a different country? How am I supposed to become famous now? My parents didn't care, and soon we were on our way. On my very first day of school, the teacher entered the classroom, slipped on something, and landed on her butt. I couldn't help but laugh with the rest of my class. But then everyone else stopped, and I was the last one left laughing. Everyone heard me. What was that sound? Don't worry, that wasn't a dolphin having a heart attack. It was just Odette laughing. After that, it wasn't just Kara trying to make me laugh. It was everyone. They all kept doing silly things or cracking jokes. I was the official class weirdo. One day, a boy sat next to me in class.
I was the weirdo before you got here. I have really big hands. See?
They're, unusual.
That's okay. You can say it. They look like a giant's hands. But this makes me unique, you know?
Well, since I saved you from the title of the biggest school freak, you owe me lunch.
Sounds fair enough.
We met for lunch at the cafeteria where he introduced me to his friend, a pretty girl named Daria, who kept staring at me with narrowed eyes. As Bruce and I were talking, she suddenly interrupted and said, "So Odette, have you always had that hideous laugh? It must be hard for you to date boys, I'm sure."
Daria, that's so rude.
I felt humiliated and just left without saying anything. But the next morning, Daria was waiting for me by the lockers with coffee.
Wait, I got this for you. And I'm really sorry about yesterday. It's just that I've had a crush on Bruce forever, and I can tell he likes you. But I was really mean. Will you give this friendship another shot?
Why do you even want that?
Truth is, Bruce won't speak to me until I make things up to you. But also, you seem pretty cool. Cool enough to hang out with me.
I laughed, and she did too. And I started hanging out with Daria and Bruce all the time. I was sitting at lunch with them one day when I got a call from Mom.
Odette, can you hear me?
Why are you screaming, Mom?
You know that commercial audition you went for last week? The director was so impressed, he's offered you a role in a movie.
A frickin' Hollywood movie. Can you believe it? Thanks, Mom, gotta go. I hung up as quickly as possible. I've got an offer for a movie role. I don't know if I'll take it. If I don't, Mom will freak out. And if I do, my sister will.
But what do you want?
Oh, come on, Bruce. She has to take it. Who cares about her sister? She doesn't even like Odette. Plus, no one at school will think you're a weirdo anymore if you become a star. I was still feeling hesitant, but then Kara approached me right after lunch. Mom told me all about your precious opportunity. You're not taking the part. What if you have to laugh in that movie? You'll make a fool of yourself with those ugly sounds you make. You know what, Kara? I think once I'm rich and famous, everyone will love everything about me, including my laugh. So yeah, I will take the role. As I was about to walk away, Kara suddenly grabbed my hand and slapped me hard in the face. You're such a witch, Odette! I hate you! How dare you! I pounced on her, and we ended up in a full-scale catfight, till Bruce and some other kids pulled us apart. That psycho had even scratched my face. Now my mind was completely made up for the movie role. I'll do it, just to spite Kara. But I was so nervous on my first day on set. I realized this acting stuff was harder than I thought, and I had to work with an acting coach for weeks after school. As news spread of my upcoming project, nobody in school called me a weirdo anymore, and they wanted to know all about my movie. The poster started going up all over town, and Daria especially loved to talk about her movie star bestie. The pressure and attention was growing, and maybe Kara was right. It was a lot to handle. One day, I slipped away from all the kids in the cafeteria to the library and started drawing in my notebook.
Are you hiding out here?
Yeah, I think it's just a bit too much. My mom, the acting, Kara, all the kids. It's a lot of pressure. Just then, his eyes fell on my drawing.
I didn't know you drew. That's so cool. You have to draw me my favorite pose.
I did, and when I showed him the finished product, he couldn't stop laughing.
Man, this is great. And yeah, I have a lot of pressure from my parents too, to do well in school. I'm the smart one in the family, so all their hopes are hanging on me. That's why I'm skipping class. Sometimes I can't handle it too.
I didn't realize that.
The only other person who knows is Daria, but she can be hard to talk to sometimes.
Well, you can always talk to me. Bruce and I started skipping class once a week and just hung out. A few times, we even snuck out of the school. It really helped me through the whole movie stress. The only issue was, Daria had no idea, and I was afraid to tell her. One night, our doorbell rang quite late, and moments later, Bruce came upstairs.
My parents found out I've been skipping school. They're threatening to send me away. I had to get out of the house. I'm sorry for turning up so late. I just needed to talk to someone.
It's okay, and I totally understand what you're feeling. Sometimes I feel like this movie is so stupid. I don't even know why I'm in it. I gave him a hug. We talked until Mom told him to leave.
Thanks, Odette. I knew I could count on you.
I went right to sleep when he left, smiling. But I woke up to my phone going off nonstop.
Odette, wake up! Everything is a disaster!
Mom showed me some posts on social media about me. It was a video of me from last night. It was me complaining about the movie. Sometimes I feel like this movie is so stupid. I don't even know why I'm in it.
Did Bruce make this video? The director is furious,
and he said he'll sue us if we don't fix this. Don't you think I would have seen it if it was him, Mom? I ran to Kara's room and pulled her out from her bed. Do you think this is funny? What? You can't handle a little negative publicity? I told you, you aren't cut out for this, loser.
Kara, did you do this?
Relax. All she needs to do is to give them more interesting gossip, and the director will forget all about it. I have pictures of her with Bruce last night, and they were hugging. If I leak a secret boyfriend, everyone will become focused on that.
What a brilliant idea.
No, it's not. I have to respect Bruce's privacy, and Daria will kill me. You can't worry about your friends, Odette. This is about your career.
There's no choice. I can't afford a lawsuit. You have to do it.
This was Kara's whole plan, to turn both of them against me. And it worked. Daria pinned me against the wall the next day, shoving her phone in my face.
You knew I liked Bruce, and you stole him. How long has this been going on?
We have just been hanging out alone, but it's not what you think. I should have told you. I just didn't want you to be jealous.
Just shut up, Odette. Thanks to you, Bruce's parents are sending him away.
Wait, what?
Turns out, he snuck out without permission last night. Since you put it all over the internet, they're sending him to a boarding school. I guess we both lost him now, and I guess your sister has good reason to hate you.
I called him to apologize, but he wouldn't answer. I went over to his house and he reluctantly agreed to see me. And I explained everything. Bruce, I never meant for this to happen.
Look, I'm not saying your sister isn't wrong for trying to hurt you, but you said yourself, you don't even like the movie. Couldn't you have just talked to your sister before dragging me into all of this?
Was he saying that I hurt Kara as much as she hurt me? I knew being an actress was her dream, and I never realized how much pain I might be putting her in. That night, I went to her room to talk. I didn't mean to hurt you, Kara. Well, not at first. I wanted you to stop hurting me. And I just wanted to shine at something without you stealing my spotlight. But you stole it again and again. You never cared about me. I wanted to, but you never gave me the chance. Listen, after this movie's done, I'm gonna take a step back and focus on my art. I'll talk to the director about finding a role for you. Really? Do you mean that? There's room for both of us to shine. Kara started auditioning again, and I picked up my art as soon as my movie shoots were done. I even painted a huge apology card for Daria, and she finally forgave me.
I know Bruce doesn't like me anyway, and I need to get over him.
6 months later, I was painting away in my room when I heard a tap on my window. It was Bruce.
I came back for Christmas break, and I finally put my foot down and told my parents to stop putting so much pressure on me. I'm not going back, Odette. I'm here for good.
I'm so happy to hear that, Bruce. I've really missed you.
I've missed you too.